Good morning and happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's been a warm week this week.
It
We're all
is.
trying to stay cool.
And we're starting early. We usually don't do the roundup this early, so if we look a little puffy and half awake, that's why.
That would be why.
Yeah. So we're going to jump right in. We are now in our second week of school.
Yeah.
I was just out there today. There's a lot fewer crying kids getting out of the car. So
That's good. That's good.
Hitting
Less
our
crying children, the better.
Yeah, I didn't see a single crying parent, which we had those last week.
We did.
Also, so understandable.
Understandably.
But we still have a few things to work out. One is there is a lot of traffic during drop-off, which starts at 7:55, but parents are lining up even at 10 till 8, and the main rush goes until about 10 or 15 after 8. And that has been causing a little bit of trouble for people coming early to the 8:30 Mass. No one's doing anything wrong. It's just I would encourage you to be patient.
Yeah.
The spots will open up in the rectory lot for handicap parking in front of the church. Those will all open up, but probably not until about 8:15. So if you come early, just know you'll have to kind of be part of the line until you get to one of those spaces. And as the year goes on, people tend to stretch out their drop-off time, and we don't have as many cars jamming up the lot. Also, if you're here on campus, anywhere from about 2:50 p.m. until 3:30 p.m., that's when our kids go back home. So each parent has an assigned spot in both the upper and lower lots. And if you think you're going to be here or visiting during that time, the church or anything, if you could just park in the rectory parking lot, those spots are not assigned. And once again, I know it's a little bit of inconvenience, but that just helps everything to go safely and smoothly, especially when our kids are getting picked up and dropped off.
Very good. Very good. All right. We're continuing with pictures for the photo directory. Again, we're released up to over 500 families now, which is good. I know we've been harping on this for...
What are we going to talk about?
What seems like... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to talk about or how we're going to spend
retired.
our time. I don't know what we're going to talk about at the end of Mass after all this. It's sort of like after the Blues won the Stanley Cup. I'm like, what am I going to do with my time? I've been watching hockey for 2 straight months.
I've been singing Gloria.
Yeah. So, again, we have two last dates have been added, September 13th and 14th. You can sign up, again, after Masses this weekend or online during the week. And again, if you aren't able to make any of those photo sessions, you can submit a hard copy or a digital copy of a photo of you and your family, because we would like to have all of our families in the directory, regardless if they're able to get a picture taken here or not. No larger than an 8x10 if it's a hard copy. Have the names of everybody in the photo clearly written on the back, including a phone number. The photos will be returned, so you don't have to worry about that. And they would need to be in the parish office or turned into the parish office by September 20th. So again, even if you aren't able to make one of the actual sessions, you can still submit either a digital picture or a hard copy, no bigger than an 8x10, to the parish office by September 20th with the names of everybody in the photo included on there and a phone number, and we will return the photo to you.
And I think they want it in portrait form.
Yes, portrait.
Vertical,
not landscape. Yeah. Don't do that. Portrait.
No, portrait's this way.
Landscape.
No, they don't want landscape.
They don't want landscape?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, they must be in
vertical form. I apologize.
Yeah.
Again, it's early.
Uh-huh.
I'm half asleep. I haven't had my caffeine yet today.
That's fine. Listen.
So, again, vertical.
Exactly. Read my lips. Vertical. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not no. Yes.
So we are also this weekend going to have, I don't know if we call it a second collection or an additional collection for the people of Haiti. Both baskets will be in the front of church. Just when you go up, there will be a sign that says Parish Collection for the people of Haiti who have suffered so much from the hurricane most recently, or the tropical storm and the earthquake, kind of one after the other, and then the terrible earthquake. I guess it's been...
It was 2010. It was 11 years ago.
11 years ago. So I was reading in the newspaper, they explained why this was so bad again after such a terrible earthquake 11 years ago. And just many of the people knew how to build, or they had been taught how to build properly. They just couldn't afford it. It was the difference between eating for a month or using the rebar in the concrete. And many of them understandably say, hey, I got to eat now and I'll take my chances. So any support we give helps. Even Life Teen is over there helping their little mission, and so many others trying to help maybe with this long-term planning so this nation can rise out of poverty. So as much as it might feel like, hey, my $5 or $10 doesn't do much,
it does.
Over there it does a lot. Anyway, be generous. Remember, we're supporting the church, just like St. Paul wrote to all the Christian communities, encourage them to help the less fortunate, and we're grateful for your support.
Yep. Baptisms, we had Cohen Peter Tiernan, a child of Kyle and Kelly. Again, it's early, I can't read. So we congratulate Cohen and his family on receiving the sacrament of baptism. I believe that was Deacon Morris's first baptism.
It was his first one, yeah.
So
I think he said it worked. And
yeah, I think he did it right. He used water in the Trinitarian formula. Mm-hmm. So that means a valid baptism. So, all right, readings this weekend.
I am going to, we had John, we're in this high mystical theology, and then we drop right back into Mark. And the Pharisees are kind of nitpicking at Jesus and his apostles for not following all of the nuances of the law. So really kind of the tension, if you want to call it that, in the readings that I'm going to try to talk about, and I'm not exactly sure what angle I want to do that is, we don't want to be hypocrites, so we need to practice what we preach and what we believe, but then there's also a tendency nowadays to say like, well, just be a good person, but the details, the law, the commandments, like the specifics aren't that important, just be a good person. But Jesus, even when he was replying to the Pharisees, he didn't say, hey, the law doesn't matter anymore. He just talked about that it has to be how we live it in our hearts and in our lives has to be authentic. It can't just be for show like the Pharisees, and we can't be content with everyone thinking we're a good person, but in our heart, God knows that we have evil desires and an evil hidden life. So I'm just going to kind of go into that. There are a couple different ideas I have, but we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, Deacon Morris is preaching for me, so I don't have you won't hear me this weekend. You're welcome. So it's about all I got.
Great. Yeah. So have a great Friday. Stay cool.
Yeah.
Water your sod if you have new sod.
Yeah. Is that a specific thing?
Well, I was at a wedding rehearsal last night, and that was the topic of our table. Was that someone had to water their sod constantly. So
you have some interesting conversations. Well,
yeah,
with people.
Yeah, just very scintillating. Yeah,
that's good. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day. Hope to see you at masses this weekend. Take care.
God bless.
God bless.